to my, I guess you could call it a nightmare of my choosing. I volunteered for this gig here. This is obviously a 12 string, and I'm not going to kid you, it's a hot fucking mess. So, with that, we are going to just go over a little bit of background. It is what they call a Mateo, made in Japan between the decades of the middle 1960s and early 1980s. Built as an entry-level guitar. They did electrics, 6-string acoustics, and obviously 12-string acoustics as well. It is not electric or amplified in any way, although it looks like you can see inside of there, right inside of there, it looks like someone put some kind of pickup in it at some point. It features some things that are reminiscent of the Epiphone I did, Epiphone acoustic, which, for example, the 0 fret and the adjustable saddle. So what we're going to do next is go over a few of the issues with this and why this might be the only video on it. Who knows? We'll see. It all hinges on what's behind door number 1 there, which is the truss rod. We'll see if that works. If it works, it may be worth salvaging. Okay, starting in the upright position and down here at the headstock. Headstock appears to be okay. There's no cracks in it or anything like that, so I think we're good there. I'm not fond of the way the strings bind on the pin here as they go back. So it happens on both sides, yeah, right here too. So not fond of that. We'll probably remove this, whatever it is. It's obviously a bread tie, but don't know what that was for. Maybe for hanging the guitar or hooking a strap up to it. Who knows? As we move up, a big problem we have here is, oops, sorry about the wobbly there. Switching hands here, is we have quite a bit of relief in the neck, and then as you go up further, oops, you can see that the neck takes a dive right across here, right from the point of where it meets the body to here. It goes down. And of course, you can see the sound hole is sunk in quite considerably. Oops. On both sides. And I can't stand that sound. And then that piece of Velcro here for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not covering something heinous. It looks as though someone may have wiped a booger on it at some point. It is a little bit beat up on the front side. Not horribly for how old it is. The bindings on the top side appear to be holding, but it's just a lot of poor craftsmanship here. At this point they're holding. So, and then get an angle like this here, and as you can see, behind the bridge is risen up a lot. So, and if you look at it this angle, you can see that the bridge is tilted forward. So something needs to be done about that. It's missing a pearl inlay on the bridge, which is no big deal. Probably won't do anything with that. My job is to get it to be a playable guitar again. Now I've looked down the neck and it's not twisted or anything, which is good news. And yeah, So you can see a little bit of a cracking here, a little bit of separation on the binding here. I don't even know if that's binding. Looks like it's just a Sharpie. Anyway, so that's the top side. All the bad news about the top side. So we will flip it over and take a look at the back side. Okay, back side of the headstock. Obviously we have open gear. They're cheap, but they feel, you know, nice and snug and tight. So I don't think we're gonna have to do anything with that if we get that far. Over here, a pointer of some sort. I have something right here maybe. Just use this right here. Use this to point. I don't know if it can be seen, but there are some cracks right here in the finish, right there. So, but that's no big deal. It's not coming off as far as I know. There is a bit of a crack right here, but I don't know if that's in the finish or in the wood. Let's look at the back side if we can. I don't see anything major over there. But this is an issue right over here. I'm going to have to get on this side of the guitar. I'll go around there in a second. But the binding in this area on both sides doesn't appear to be any issues with it right there. But as you get over here, you can see that the body is separating right here on this corner right here, so that has to be repaired, glued and such. Other than that, the back doesn't appear to be in too bad a condition. It's, you know, lumpy, but like whatever. So with that, we'll go ahead and we'll take the truss rod cover off and test drive the truss rod and see if it's even worth putting any time into it. Okay, got the truss rod cover off of there. Obviously you can see it's pretty much turned into a potato chip here. So it has experienced some heat. These don't just do this for no reason. So from what I understand, it was stored in a storage unit for 10, 11 years, something like that. So anyway, I found the right size finally, and it appears to, I can't look inside of there. Let's see, we got truss rod right here. It's an Allen key, obviously, and let's see if I can hold the camera and do this at the same time. I'm going to have to set the camera down. Okay, the camera is now in a position where you can see what I'm doing. I can hold the guitar. So, it's in there. That appears to move. Whether it does anything or not is the question. But I won't be able to know that until I get the strings off of there. I'll get the strings off first. It's awfully tight fit in here. Yeah, it moves. I think it tightens up as well. So what it's going to do is it's going to take a little bit of working it back and forth. And so what I got to do is make sure I can get the neck nice and flat before we proceed, and that will be in the next video. So now we know everything that's wrong with it. We know it isn't worth it, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to go as far as we can, try to make this a playable guitar for the owner. have a good evening, and I will talk to you later.